Vincent, thank you for the subscription, man. How are you? Hey, everybody, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. We're doing a live stream. We never do these. This is fun. This is fun. Charles, how are you? Snowfall, how are you? Krusnik, what's going on, brother? Hi, Andrew, how are you? Cheek Clapper 69420. Every time I see your name, it goes a little deeper, you know? Good morning, Scrappy. How are you? I've got my tea and we're just about ready to go. Okay. All right, friends, let's dive right in. Hello, welcome. Oh God, that's a very big text box. We're gonna fix that. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing a live stream. That's got to change. I'll have to play with that later. Whatever. For now, my face gets covered. That's just how it's going to go. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. We are live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Good to have you guys here. So, hey, let's just jump right in. For those who have never done these, pretty much how this goes is I'm live on 2 different platforms, one of which is, of course, YouTube, and then one is on Twitch, which is the live streaming platform I'm on far more often. So pretty much how this is going to go and how we're going to do this, I don't really see a good way to have both of these. So you know what? Let's do it this way. And hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Bear with me just a moment as I get this all set up. God, what's a good way to do this? Maybe I can change it on my end. Give me just one sec, guys. Yeah, it's too small. Whatever, as long as I can read it. Okay, guys, so how this basically works is we are going to... Which one should you listen on for numbers? I guess Twitch. Hi, Savory. How are you? Okay, so pretty much how this goes, if you've never been to one of these, thanks for being so patient while I get this all set up, is I am going to answer any questions you guys might have for me while my face gets covered in a bunch of text. Unforeseen circumstances, but whatever. So... if you have questions regarding dating, relationships, love advice, etc., now is a good time to ask. Bob, thank you for a follow, man. Appreciate it. So let's start off with DG. DG sounds a lot like somebody I know. Rory, I literally just got off the phone with my ex. We had a phone call for 3 hours, and it was all her telling me she missed me. She even cried. She had a rebound, but it hurts like hell now. It hurt so much she slept with someone. To be fair, I asked, and she didn't mention it until I asked. I get it, man, but like... what do you expect her to... like... in a lot of cases, I don't know that she's going to just go and volunteer that information. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is the right thing to do. She didn't lie to you, and I think that counts for a lot. I was gonna bug the crap out of me. Let's just do it this way. Hold on, chat. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Otherwise, I'm gonna go nuts. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go crazy. We're gonna get this the old-fashioned way. YouTube chat. There. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that looks better. We're gonna section this off a bit. Make it look a little nicer for me. Make it look a little nicer for you guys. There. That helps a bit. Restream chat is just bugging me. And then where's Twitch chat? There's Twitch chat. Okay, there. We have the great war of the 2 chats. YouTube chat is up here. Twitch chat's over here. Okay. Another one comes from... so to answer DG's question a little more specifically, when you're going through a relationship and someone is, you know, rebounding or... in fact, let's even talk about rebounding for a second, just so that we're all on the same page with this. Rebounding specifically, most times I have seen it, has to do with one big thing, and that is attention. and affection and feeling good about ourselves and feeling, after a breakup, particularly the dumper, will go through periods of doubt. They will go through periods of, did I do the right thing? Am I good enough? So what do we tend to do during those moments? Well, we're going to reach outwards. We're going to try and find a lot of outside stimulation, outside validation. And so what causes this problem more than anything, rebounding specifically, the topic right now is rebounding, is that they have a giant hole to fill post-breakup, right? Because they just were dating you for months to years. You're not there anymore. They care about you, but they don't romantically know that they want to be with you. So they're going through this sort of whirlwind of like, well, what do I do then? And many people don't know how to be alone. They haven't developed the skills to be alone. So what ends up happening is they don't. They just find the nearest person and like, that's good enough. That is rebounding. Can a rebound turn into a long-term relationship? Yes, it can. Does it happen often? No, it does not happen often. You have to remember the sort of math here. Most relationships end. And that can seem like very, like, damn, way to uplift me, man. But that is kind of the reality of it. I do want to say this. I'm going to repeat this a few times throughout. We're going to bring the call-ins back, okay? So basically what that means is I'm going to accept calls from people in the chats. This is much easier to facilitate and do without breaking rules on the website Twitch. This chat you see over here is from a different live streaming platform called Twitch. If you guys are interested in hopping on a phone call with me, and the only caveat to that is then you need, the call will be public. Feel free to join us on this platform right here, Twitch. I'll link it a few times. And there we are. Okay. Ignore that last link. That last link's messed up. Let's get to Bob. Bob says, I'm 3 months out of my 10-year relationship. 10 years, wow. And I'm still struggling with not knowing anything about what she's up to. I don't have any social media, so no contact is a complete cutoff, and it hurts a lot. Any tips, or is this just normal? I think it's totally normal, man. I think it's completely normal. You went from being and knowing... Oh, is the music too loud? Sorry, guys. You went from knowing someone and being in their life every day for the past 10 years to nothing. You know what I'm saying? You went from a 100 to 0. So, of course, there's going to be like some cognitive dissonance. Basically, what seems like a curse is actually a blessing. Trust me when I say this. I have spoken to many people who don't know how to stop with the social media, who have been hung up on their breakup for literally years because they have too much information about their ex. And this comes in many different forms, right? This can come in the form of, here's one I found out the other day. People are now they are looking at their ex's Venmo. They're looking at their ex's Spotify. And it's like, well, that's the newest form of staying in touch. So it's not obvious stuff, right? It's not like Instagram. It's Venmo, right? It's Cash App. It's WhatsApp. It's every little thing. We're getting too much information coming in, and it's driving us crazy. So now you might say the opposite of like, okay, what if I get nothing from them? Now that's kind of the silence is driving me nuts. True, but it will drive you nuts for a lot less long. I mean, it's not even close how much better you'll feel. Okay, where's my little YouTube bar here? I want to make sure I'm splitting up the questions evenly. Okay, try and make your questions, I'm handling a bunch of chats here, guys, so try and make if possible, try and make them just one comment. If you split them up into 2 or 3 comments, it gets harder for me to catch up with. Let's see. Eve Gowing says, Agent 40... Oh, okay, you're responding to someone else. What does it say? Ridley or Rideye? How to deal with guilt over ending a relationship. I'm a male, mid-30s, with a woman, also in her mid-30s. Began a relationship. I've been together for years now. I feel as I've wasted her time and her prime years to get... Oh, this is a part 1 too? Okay, I'll do this one. I want to try and make it work for us, but honestly, I think we're just incompatible people. It makes things really hard to deal with, as she's not a bad person at all, but it makes me wonder. Okay. I say this with love. I say this with all the love in the world. That is a symptom of guilt and loneliness. That is a symptom of guilt and loneliness. 1,000,000 times over. Hi, Jenny Lee. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, guys, if I miss your question, because I'm as you can see on the screen, I'm juggling a bunch of shit. If I miss it, just repost it once every 30 seconds, and I'll do my best to get to everything. You, in your comment, you said, I don't know that we are compatible, and I broke up with them. So now, I think what it boils down to is, are you lonely? Is that why this is happening? Because when you had the relationship, you didn't want it. Now that you don't have it, you're like, shit, maybe I messed up. Normal, healthy. It's completely normal that you think that way and feel that way. But you can obviously see there's a bit of a... You can see how it comes off. I feel this way because I am lonely. And not, in your comment, you did not say, I'm not sure if I did the right thing. This was the love of my life. Even in the comment post-breakup, you're still saying, I'm not sure if we were compatible. Even during the breakup, that's what you're saying. Think about it that way. Check John's question. Check John's question. You guys just gotta there's way too much shit for me to look at, guys. Just repost it. If I miss it, just repost it. I got way too many chats in front of me. HDR says, hi, Rory. I hope you're doing well. Could I also send you my personal question? No. Nope. We got to do it through here, brother. We got to do it through here. I got way too much going on. My girlfriend has been taking antidepressants for a while now, which I'm completely supportive of. Her libido has went to an all-time low. How would you go about having that chat? That's a good question you've asked. So your girlfriend is taking antidepressants. Her libido was crashed. I think you just... I like to deliver hard conversations after we're having a good day. And I don't even know that conversation needs to be a hard one. I think it can just be like, hey, like take her out, have fun, go do whatever, go bowling, do fun shit, right? And then after that, you would say, hey, so there's this problem I've been facing in the relationship, and I'm wondering if you can help me solve it, right? Because what are you doing in that instance? You're phrasing the language such that it's a together problem, and with them, they can help you solve the problem. Does that make sense? I'm having this relationship issue, and I'm wondering if you can help me solve it. Because what that does is it takes it and it puts it into a place of you and them versus the problem instead of you versus them. Does that make sense? Hang out, have fun, hook up, then talk. I think the problem is that they're not hooking up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Safey, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. So for those who don't know, we're multi-streaming today. Multi-streaming is basically where I am streaming on Twitch, and then YouTube, and then this, and then that, all this fun shit. If you guys want to join the call-ins, I generally do not do call-ins on YouTube. I have some concerns about getting banned just in the event that someone decides to call and say some stupid shit. So I don't think I'll be doing them on YouTube. However, I will be doing call-ins on Twitch. Basically, that means you get to call me and talk to me for free for, a few minutes while you get personal attention. If you guys want in, check out these links. This is where I will be doing call-ins. I will not be doing call-ins on YouTube. I'll post call-in videos on YouTube because I can edit them, but I won't be doing call-ins on YouTube. Eve says, hi, Rory. How do I deal with my boyfriend watching porn in a relationship? And why does he feel the need to do this? Oh, God damn it. I knew a question like this would come along. Eve, can I be honest with you? I have been on YouTube successfully for years without needing to contend with this issue. I'm about to piss some people off. Okay, here we go. Don't clip this part. How do I deal with my boyfriend watching porn in a relationship? Why does he feel the need to do this? I'm 50-50 on the subject, also searching for specific looking people. Also, searching for specific looking people is very insulting to me. Okay. Let's find a good way to answer this question. Most men look at porn. Okay. Men who are here on Twitch and YouTube, men who are here, let us use the anonymity of the internet to be honest with one another. Not even men, women too, everybody, people, however you self-identify, people. If you look at porn, type 1 in chat. All you have to do, type the number 1 if you look at porn. If you don't look at porn, be honest. We have no idea who you are. If you don't look at porn, type 2. Be honest. I look at porn. you were about to clip that. No, I'm not going to say that. Now, are there some cultural things? Are there some religious things? Sure. Of course. I'm not talking about every little instance, right? And I'm not shaming people who do. I'm not shaming people who don't. Because, sure, are there some people in the world ever who don't? Of course. Not what I'm saying. But the argument that I would make is the vast majority of people do. So to that end, Eve, it is not personal. I have a partner who lives with me and moves all my shit, so I lose it all the time, and I still look at porn. I would say that is relatively healthy. That is the danger zone, yeah. By the way, YouTube, if you guys hear random noises, that's coming from Twitch chat. Okay, that being said, the second half of your question is... let me scroll up and find it. Hold on, I'm sorry. The second half of your question was, I'm 50-50 on the subject. Also, searching for specific people, specific looking people, is very insulting to me.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in
I
a
understand
backpack. All your
why
shit,
that
so
is...
it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Don't be abusive with it, Twitch, or I'm going to turn it off. Don't be abusive. I'll turn it off. Okay. To answer the question a little further, I need a little more information, Eve. Can you give me more specifics about the problem? Can you... Is there a specific person that they're looking up? Is there a specific type of person? Or do they look a certain way? Like give me more specific details. That will be helpful for me. Yeah, Twitch, there are a bunch of troublemakers. Twitch is YouTube rated R. Twitch is YouTube rated R. Okay. I need a little more information from Eve, and then I can answer the rest of that question. But while I'm waiting for that, because there's a bit of a lag, let's get to Zoe, who says, "Hi Zoe, how are you? I was with my ex, but his new girlfriend doesn't like us." Oh, okay, here it is. "I was with my ex, but his new girlfriend doesn't like us hanging out, talking, etc. Last time she got emotional and sent me a text saying she knows what I'm doing and I'm manipulating because she thinks I still want my ex back, etc. I just deleted my ex on everywhere and told him it's best not to be friends anymore, even though it's not what I wanted. Was this the right decision?" We're getting some interesting questions today. Was it the right decision? I generally think the decision was more on the boyfriend than it was on you. It was more on your ex than it was on you. I think what you did makes sense to avoid drama, and if that's sort of where you're at, then I agree with what you did. It's putting it into a moral sort of question, and I don't like... For example, one of my best friends is an ex of mine. My current partner doesn't care. If my current partner did care, I think I would address the situation a little differently. Because I think there's a degree of appropriateness that we need to have when we're hanging out and befriending exes. So, to that end, would I recommend that you back away from people's lives? I would, but that's because I'm getting older and, you know, I'm less about the drama and things like that. So to that end, my answer is yes, I think you did the right thing. But morally, was it wrong to be talking to him? No, not unless you guys were doing things that were inappropriate. Okay. So Eve says, it's just things I can't give to him. I don't know. There's just a lot of experimenting and different people visually. I think it's weird, but when I talk to him, he says he watches it for the act. But I've seen some specifics, for example. Look, there may be some kinks or things that he's into that he doesn't want to explore in the relationship, and that may have nothing to do with you. I would say that if your relationship is largely normal, if your sex life is largely normal, and if basically there needs to be something distinguishing, is he watching porn because he's not feeling fulfilled in the relationship, or is he watching porn because he's a brother who likes porn? Is it negatively impacting the relationship beyond anxiety, like beyond your anxiety? Have you noticed a drop-off in sex and an increase in the amount of porn that he watches? If that's happening, then yeah, there may need to be a bigger conversation. Is it normal not to find your girlfriend? Is it normal to not find your girlfriend as attractive after 3 years of relationship? Yes. That type of thing fluctuates, man. It fluctuates. That goes up and down. However, that answer comes with a caveat. Did something happen in the relationship that is making you more or less attracted to them, right? Like, are they letting themselves go? Are they maybe getting away from some behaviors that initially attracted you to them? Then that's a bit of a different situation, bit of a different story. Blue cheese on pizza, yay or nay? Get out of my chat. Blue cheese on pizza. Too many sauces happening. And so Eve, basically, if the porn thing is interrupting your sex life and causing rifts in the relationship, then I would have a conversation with him. However, if there has been absolutely no drop off in your sex life, and for the most, like, everything's normal, it's just he has this habit he doesn't like, that you don't like, then it may be more about your anxiety. So basically, to phrase that more elegantly, if this behavior is affecting the sex life between you and your partner, I would have a more serious conversation about it. If it is more about your anxiety and you're more just concerned about these things, but you don't actually notice a drop off in sex or attention or affection, anything like that, we would watch it together in the past. Recently, though, it's been affecting me bad. Then I think, yeah, have a conversation with your partner about how you're feeling. Suggest some compromises, right? That relationships are about compromises. If nobody walked away happy, but everybody walked away with a little bit of what they needed, that's a good compromise. Thoughts on gifts during the holiday? Worry about setting the bar too high too early. How long have you been dating for? It depends. Me and my family this year, we're doing a $25 limit. We're like, fuck it, man. Life's expensive. Can I get an amen? Life is expensive. Almost a year? I would say everybody's different, man. Everybody has a different scope and scale for this thing. I would say if you spend like $100 for the first Christmas ever, the first year you guys are going to be spending Christmas together, $100. After that, but I mean, have a conversation, right? Maybe your partner's expecting something a bit more extravagant. I don't know. So like one year I took a partner of mine on a very nice vacation and that was thousands. One year I bought them like a jewelry case and it was wooden and it had their name engraved on it, like something personal. A lot of people don't like money gifts. A lot of people like thoughtful gifts. I'd rather receive a thoughtful gift any day of the week. I almost ended my life after a really bad breakup 3 years ago, but I came across your channel and I realized I was the problem and deserved to be dumped. I was too needy and didn't work on myself. Yo, Peaceful Rain, man. I'm glad you're still with us. Thank you. I'm glad you're still with us. So remember, people, sometimes you're the problem, not them. I think that is one of the... If I had looked back and I can't... If I look back and I think about all the issues that I had dealt with when I was going through my own personal breakup and recognized I had gained a bunch of weight, I mean, a lot, like 60 pounds. I worked a dead-end job. I wasn't a happy person. I wasn't hanging out with my friends. I wasn't doing anything that interested me besides playing video games and going to bed. Wake up, go to work, come home, play video games, go to bed. That's all I was doing. And then I look at the series of events that followed in my relationship and what led to the end of the relationship. I'm like, I super deserve that. I super deserved. I didn't deserve to be cheated on, but I deserved the relationship ending. Absolutely. I've been dating my current partner for a year, and we agreed in $100 because life is expensive. Life is so expensive lately. Rory is so serious. What? I want to see a picture of fat Rory. I want to see a picture of fat Sarah. Shut up. I know Sarah. For those watching, I know Sarah. We have this type of rapport. Shut up, Sarah. I just keep thinking he was satisfied with me. He wouldn't want or need it. As a happy man in a relationship, why do I do it? Why do it? Do you not want to value your woman 100%? No others give sexual gratification. You have to remember that a large part of porn is what is the right way to put this? A large part of watching porn is fantasy. If you're living your fantasy, it's not fantasy anymore. There's a degree of, sometimes you just, God, I'm trying to be so, since I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm trying to be so like politically correct about it. Sometimes a brother just trying to nut, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a brother's just trying to nut and there's no, you don't want the whole performance of sex. You just want to release and then go to bed, right? Release and then watch CNN. You don't want the whole performance of like going through sex. Sometimes you just don't want sex, but you want the release. I think that's all it really is. And even if it's bothering you, talk to your partner about it. Let them prove to you that they can. Let them prove to you that they can communicate with you. I think that's the best way I can put it. That they can communicate with you, that they're going to hear your problems, understand your problems, and this can be an opportunity for you two to grow closer together. Does that make sense? Let them prove it to you. They can if you let them. Okay, let's see what else. Thanks, Roy. I remember watching your streams every night before bed an entire year. It helped so much. I still tune in from time to time. Brother, I'm glad, like I said, man, I'm glad things are going well for you. All right. Petito Duck says, I broke up with my ex during early 2020, right when COVID broke out. Spoke to you, Rory, and now, almost 4 years later, I'm engaged to a new girl. Everyone stay positive. Happy to hear that shit. Excellent, dude. Absolutely happy to hear it. Congratulations. When's the wedding? Paloma says, is it bad that one's not always feeling in love with one's partner? That is such a normal thing. Such a normal thing. A Vidi Kadivi. Such a normal thing. Do you think there's a difference between watching porn on Pornhub versus OnlyFans? Yeah, I do. It's about $5 a month. That's the difference. What is this with porn chat? You guys are trying to draw me into porn chat today. Okay, so let me give a more serious answer. The more serious answer is that the issue with OnlyFans is, to my understanding, the allure, the draw to OnlyFans is because you are trying to connect with that individual, right? It's the same person every time. Versus if you're just watching porn on some random website, right? I think if I were in a relationship with someone who was paying for OnlyFans stuff, I would feel weird about it. Yes, I would feel weird about it. Because it's one person every time, right? And you're paying that one person money to connect with that one person, to grow closer with that one person, to see naked pictures of that one person. Seeing a sexual act on a random website is different than seeing a sexual, than intimacy, than trying to grow intimacy with someone, especially using money. Bob says, your statements about deserving it hits home for me, Rory. It's a similar situation to my situation, and it's so sad. I didn't see it while I was in the relationship, but only now woke up as it ended. Almost as if it had to happen to me for me to finally grow. That is, pardon. Consequence and experience and failure are the best teachers. So I think the lesson needed to be learned in a deeper way. the lesson needed to be learned, and the only way that we were going to learn it is through experience. Through it's just like a child who thinks fire is fascinating, and they look at fire and they're like, wow, that's so cool. I want to touch it. I've never seen anything quite like that before. And the parent says, no, don't touch that. Like, stay away from that. And the kid's like, screw you, whatever. They don't listen. The curiosity gets the best of them. And then they do it, and then they get burned, and then they learn to respect fire. This is no different. This is no different. Sometimes we need to learn the hard way. Why do you think some men are into... All right, that's going to be a Twitch-only stream, Jenny. Ask me the next time I'm streaming, not on YouTube. Ask me then. I'm not going to... You guys are trying to get me banned from YouTube. How do you feel about an ex cheating on the rebound with their ex? Okay. How do I feel about the ex cheating on the rebound with the ex? Are you saying your ex cheated on their rebound with you? That is a tangled web, I think. I think if the ex who dumped you for a rebound or then goes to a rebound and then cheats on that rebound with you, well, that tells me obviously that they're not entirely over you. I think that's one part of it. See, this is why I hate dealing with people who cheat. It's like, I don't think that they're bad people.
Danger zone!
That is the danger zone. Yeah, that is the danger zone. I don't believe that cheaters are bad people. I think that I don't buy into the idea that once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't believe that. However, having been cheated on by someone who I was very close with, a former fiance, at a certain point, you're like, fuck that. Why do I want to put myself in the situation with a person who makes that possible? Now, let me say something that is, I don't know, maybe just a little spicy. Everybody on Earth is capable of cheating. Every human on Earth is capable of cheating. Everybody. And to say, well, to clutch your pearls and go, I would never cheat. Oh my God. Yes, you would. Yeah, if you were put in the correct situation with the correct circumstances, yes, you would. So to that end, I don't judge people who cheat. I know. So I don't judge people who cheat, but I think I look for the behaviors that happen after the cheating, right? Are they remorseful? Are they doing what it takes to, I don't know, undo it, right? As much as one can, by showing accountability, maybe by going to therapy, by doing some of the personal work, etc. If all of those elements are there, then I will forgive them. That doesn't mean I forget that it happened, but I do forgive, right? I have forgiven my ex who has cheated on me. That doesn't mean that I would take them back. So to answer your question, Leland, your ex left you for someone else and then cheated on that someone else with you. If they cheat with you, they can cheat on you. That's what I would say. From there on, it's a matter of risk assessment. They cheated on you and they're still with that person, meaning they're lying to that person about cheating. If they lied to that person about cheating, they can lie to you about cheating. It's a two-way street. I would never cheat. I feel personally attacked and may have to goat scream about it. Blue cheese and now goat screams, dude. Okay, let's get to some more here. Like I said, guys, if you have questions, comments, concerns, etc., am I still coaching? Yes, I am. Feel free to leave comments here. By the way, YouTube people, if you guys can do me two favors. Number one, if you can just tap that like button, that would be super helpful. I hate that I have to ask that on YouTube, but that's just how it goes here. And if you guys want to partake in the... Oh, hell no! Thank you, Fret. If you guys want to partake in the call-ins that we're going to be doing on Twitch, not today. We're not doing them today. But I will be doing them, I think, probably Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll just have a line up. I'll be live, and you guys can call in. You'll hear your voice on this screen. Feel free to drop a little follow here on Twitch. Twitch is just another live streaming platform, just like YouTube. However, I'm allowed to get away with more shit on Twitch. Why do I hate blue cheese? I don't hate blue cheese. I just don't want it on pizza. Ugh, nasty. Okay. And also, guys, just a reminder, if I missed your question, just post it again, okay? What are your thoughts on a dumper being on dating apps 1 week after the breakup? I think it is very, very, very normal. I think it's incredibly normal. People want validation and attention after a breakup. So seeing your ex on dating apps and talking to people and going like, yeah, see, I'm single. I did it. Yay. That is very normal. I would say it's attention-seeking behavior during a time where they're not uncertain or where they are uncertain because of the breakup. Phone calls only for US probably. I'll be doing phone calls for the US, and then people who want to call in from outside the US can just do Discord. Thank you for the follow, Suzuki. Rory, thank you for being helpful. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome. Paloma, I answered that question, but the answer is it's normal. It's normal, especially for longer-term relationships. Guys, you're not always going to wake up and love your partner. Let me rephrase. You're not always going to wake up and feeling deep feelings of love for your partner. Like, you look at them and it's just like a love story. That's not always going to happen. There are going to be days where you wake up and you look at your partner and you're like, right? I want a supermodel. There's going to be days where you wake up and think that. But those are short-lived. Those are short-lived. Hello, Rory. You, Coach Craig, Coach Lee are probably the only coaches I find helpful here. If I may ask, what do I do if my ex-boyfriend who broke up with me last month goes into a rebound? We were together for 5 years, and he left me 2 months ago. Within 2 weeks of breaking up with me, he went to another girl instantly. So no, it wasn't instantly. It was 2 weeks, right? And that's important. I say that.
Frat 1980 gifted a tier 1 sub to Matty Pro 08A.
Frat, thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Rebounding, it's kind of the same answer as being on a dating app, right? Generally, rebounding means I am feeling emotionally empty. I'm not feeling attractive. I'm feeling insecure about myself, and I want to reach outward to get feelings of validation back into me. That is most of the time why people get into rebounds. There is sometimes when people line up a rebound to jump into right after the relationship. We call that monkey branching. So that they can just swing seamlessly from one relationship right into another relationship. That is monkey branching. Why do people do it? It's the same answer again and again. I don't feel good about myself. I need to turn outward. I need to turn outward and grab attention, right? That is why people monkey branch. That's why people rebound, etc. What do you do about it? You back away and let the grenade explode. If they're rebounding, if they're monkey branching, you say, you know what? You do your thing. I'm getting the hell out of the way. Would you say he monkey branched instead of rebounded? The girl was our mutual friend. Almost. I cannot prove this. I cannot prove this. Almost definitely. Almost definitely. Can I say for sure? I cannot. Really, yo, thank you for the 10, brother. I appreciate it. This is an awesome chat. How often do I stream? I stream on Twitch twice a week. So you are on YouTube currently, on Twitch, on the platform you see over here with this chat happening. I stream about twice a week. On YouTube, it's been a while since I've streamed. I'm going to start streaming a little more on YouTube, but not so much that you guys get sick of me. I'll do like once a month, maybe. On Twitch, I do about twice a week. Let's see. So, Cusco says, the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. We've been in no contact for a bit over 2 months. He left our Spotify playlist recently, but hasn't mailed me my stuff. Okay, so when it comes to stuff, when it comes to like handling stuff, shared stuff, or like I left my hoodie there, or my shoes, and a couple, some of my makeup is there, etc., then you can just reach out. Hey, man, can I get my shit back? That's it. Because that's handling business. That's not about reconciliation. You know what I mean? That's just handling business. Jenny, we are live on the Love Chat. This is the Love Chat YouTube channel. Let them reach for the branch and watch when they fall short. What is that in reference to? I'm sure I've missed some questions, guys, so keep them coming. Keep them asking. Let me pay a little attention to Twitch for a second. I feel like I've not paid enough attention to Twitch. Twitch, ask questions. Oh, no, I'm pretty caught up on Twitch. Thank you. I guess all I can do is back off and not to think about it. But yes, I found you on YouTube. Hope to see you there more, actually. On YouTube? On Twitch, like I said, I'm on Twitch a lot. Monkey branching. Yes. The problem with YouTube is that I'll say this and then I'll get off of it, guys. The problem with YouTube, and the reason that I live stream on Twitch so much more, is because YouTube does not pay any attention to its live streaming infrastructure. The comments come through much slower. There is much less fun and interactive shit for you, the viewer, to do. Like if you hear all those different noises, like wow and like danger zone and all that, that's coming from Twitch. There are like interactions that people can do on Twitch that can't happen on YouTube. Generally, what I like to do is I'll record things on Twitch and then I'll post them on YouTube. That way, kind of everybody wins. Like that fucking noise. That scream you just heard is coming from Twitch. Okay, let's get to some more questions here. So, oh, a question from Scrively. Wow. Okay, that wasn't like permission, Twitch. That wasn't permission. That was just
big
explaining.
PP.
Okay. Back to it. This is from Richard? Scrively says, how long after a breakup do you think you should wait to be with someone? I told my friend who's going through a breakup about 2 months in, 10 plus years of marriage, that I don't think he's in the right headspace to date others. Absolutely not. It's way too early. Also, I also said that I personally don't think it would be good for him to have casual sex yet, given he's just still struggling hard with the breakup. That's a good question. After 10 years? After 10 years, I think you should wait at least 5 months. After 10 years, 3 or 4 months for casual sex, truly just casual sex, not trying to wife anybody, nothing like that. You're with someone, you're in a marriage for 10 plus years. That's going to take you some time to get over, no matter what happened. No matter what happened. I would wait at least 5-6 months to seriously date someone, and to casually date someone. Yeah, I would give it 3. Corey, you missed my question. I'd love to get to your question. Why don't you repost it, man? All right, here we go. HDR says, long-distance relationship ended last week. Distance and personal struggles led to challenges. Long-distance relationships are hard. I hit a rough patch. I became self-absorbed, overlooked her needs despite signals, tried reconciling during the breakup. But she ended it. I'm heartbroken, but taking this time for self-focus. Any specific advice, even if it's the hard truth? I love the hard truth. Okay. Long-distance relationships without any... Here's the hard truth, man. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Long-distance relationships without any plans, any actual, solid, currently in progress plans are going to fail. The ones that succeed longer than 5, 6, 7 years are the exception, not the rule. Right? The exception, not the rule. By and large, long-distance relationships without any... So when I say solid plans to close the distance, what I'm talking about is there is a date set, and we are counting down the days towards that date to close the distance. They will fail. Because there is... long-distance relationships exacerbate all the problems in the relationship. A small fight in a long-distance relationship is now a big fight. What do? You just take this time and focus on yourself, man. I recognize that it can make you feel powerless. But it is one of the best and healthiest things you can do for yourself. Yeah. Just focus on you. Because, and the biggest reason I say that is because our anxiety wants us to take direct control over the things that are making us feel sad, insecure, etc. But trying to manipulate things we have no actual power over will only end up making you feel powerless. So that's why, I talk so much about self-work and the gym and working with a therapist and all the other examples that I use, because those are things that you control from top to bottom. If you succeed, it's your fault. If you fail, it's your fault. You can reach out to your ex and they can just totally ignore you, right? It's not your fault. Sure, it's your fault you reached out. It's not your fault they ignored you. That's their fault. We want you to be able to control top to bottom the success or the failure of this whole thing. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see. Twitch, what do you got going on, guys? Let's see. Let's see. Zoe says, what's the best way to find a new partner? I would love to find a good natural connection, but it doesn't seem to happen. Any tips on how or where to meet people and make new connections? What I have found to be the most helpful for me is finding people. No, here's the Twitch channel, guys. What has been the most helpful for me is to find people out living your life, right? Find people. Let's say that you want to get really good at, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons or board games, right? Find people out at those board games. Let's say that you want to meet people who are very much into books. Campbell, thank you for the follow, man. Let's say you want to meet people who are into books. Well, you should probably meet them at a book convention or a bookstore, a bookshop, things like that. Let's say that you want to meet people who value physical fitness and movement. Then that could be signing up for maybe a yoga class or a gym class. Basically, find people where you want to meet them. That's what I would say. These days, and one of the biggest reasons I have problems with things like dating apps is because when we're on dating apps, we treat it like it's fast food. We treat it like it's Amazon. A few seconds of scrolling, oh, that looks good. Click, and we'll see what happens, right? We want good dates. We have to put effort into good dates. That's how I see it. Do you think Dom sub relationships can work long-term, 3+ years? I would love to give you an answer, man. I have no experience or knowledge in that field, in that world. So I'm going to maybe defer that question to someone in chat. Is anybody in chat familiar with that or can actually help? Because I don't know how to give you a good answer there. I don't know. Maybe. I don't see why not. If everybody's consenting adults, I don't see why it couldn't work. Okay. Mikeson, that's not your real name, says she hasn't gone traveling with a friend yet. She wanted to get married but wouldn't act like a wife. Always out with friends, not prioritizing me. She isn't on dating apps yet. Can you be more specific? Like how long did you guys date for? What ended the relationship? Who broke up with who? Tasp72 says, a friend of mine is literally going through the same thing I am. She said after the breakup, she went no contact, but it broke after a month to beg him back. He refused, saying he was seeing someone else. Does this ruin her chances of him coming back? I said no, because you don't know how this relationship will end. What? My brain just short-circuited. I don't like to answer questions like that because it's mind-ready. Do you know what the problem is? People are like, hey, Rory, my ex puts puts ketchup on eggs. Does this mean that she's not coming back? It's a question like that. It's like, I couldn't tell you. I don't know, right? Is there a chance? Sure, there's a chance. Can I tell you what the chance is? I don't know. I'd love to tell you, but I don't know. So what I would say is that's why a huge part of my channel is so work on yourself, it's got to be about you. It has to be about you. Because you guys can do everything right and still lose. You can do everything wrong and still win. It's not that kind of game. It's not a game at all. Oh, Kalidokali. Second part. Brother, just repost your question, man. There's a lot going on for me right now. I think Dom sub relationships can work as long as there's very clear honesty and communication, and the Dom sub relationship doesn't leak into everyday life. I don't know. That is an area which I have very, very little knowledge. Okay. Wow, has it already been an hour? Holy moly. All right, so what do you guys think? You guys want more of these? Type 1 in chat if you want more of these types of streams. Like I said, guys, we're going to be setting up a call-in. This is for people on YouTube. I know people on YouTube cycle through a lot more than people on Twitch. Pretty much how this works is we are going to have a special line set up. This is for the people on Twitch already know about this. So this is for people on YouTube. We're going to have a line set up, and you'll see like a number floating across the top of the screen. And all you have to do is call that number, and you'll be put on hold, and you'll hear a loud beep, and then I can pick up the phone while I'm streaming and talk to you. People on the stream will hear you. For the people who live across...
Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
And how it will basically work is you guys call the number, you get to talk to me. Now, if it has to do with breakups, that's totally fine. If it has to do with a different life issue, that's totally fine. If you happen to live in a country outside the United States, that was kind of redundant, I will have Discord, and all you have to do is join the Discord server. This will all be for free. Tess, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. This will all be completely for free. You guys are going to see a lot more videos. You guys are going to see a lot more of everything. I've kind of finally come out of this burnt out stage I was in, and now we'll be putting out a lot more content. As one last thing for the YouTube crowd, I actually have a second YouTube channel called Hi Rory, and I'm going to be posting more content related to like dating, relationships, etc. And that channel is right here. This is the other YouTube channel. I'm posting more. And last but not least, yo guys, thank you so much for the hype train. I appreciate it.
Frat 1980 gifted a tier 1 sub to Zach the Miser.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There you go. Enjoy, guys. Okay. So we're going to end it for today. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I really, really do appreciate it. We will be back doing another live stream. For YouTube, I think I'll do one more because I didn't get a chance to get to everybody, but I do have some things to do. I will do another live stream on YouTube on the 20th, okay? You're going to see it uploaded on YouTube. On Twitch, I don't know. I'll see you guys in a few days. You know, Twitch, same deal. All right. Friends, thank you so much for hanging out. If I missed your question, so important. If I missed your question, when this video goes up as a video on YouTube, because it will get auto-posted, just leave your question there and I'll get to it there, okay? So if you didn't get your question answered, no big deal. You're going to. It's okay. All right. I will see you guys. How long are my streams typically? When I'm not multi-streaming, the streams are about 2 hours. When I'm multi-streaming for YouTube and Twitch, they're more like an hour. All right, friends. Peace, blessings, love. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'll see you guys. YouTube, I'll see you guys on the 20th. Twitch, I'll see you guys in like 2 days. All right. Chim, chim.